think we're live.
I think so.
Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
We're sitting beside the road here, somewhere out in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
on a Memorial Day afternoon. We wanted to make sure we touch base with all of you on the YouTube channel. That means so much to me. Every comment, every like we get, and have Angela and Minnie here, and just wanted to wish all of you have a Memorial Day. But more importantly, to all the veterans, the soldiers and military folks that we have that support our channel and are in this industry. And we know that freedom is not free, and we know that because of the bloodshed many of our veterans do each and every day to keep this country free, it allows us to go out and have a freedom, first of all, but also have the opportunity to be independent and build personal liberty through our own businesses. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
It's always when holidays like this come around, it's so easy to get really focused on, the Memorial Day sales and the barbecues and, taking a day off to kind of, rest and relax. But we definitely wanted to just take a minute to, like Steve said, to say thank you to all of you who serve now or who have served, or who have family members that have served, our country in the past, because it means the world to all of us. And I think that today is really a day to just make sure to stop and really think about, why do we have this day off? It's not for barbecues and sales, although those are wonderful things, and we're enjoying a little time off.
It's nice to get a day off here and there.
But when you think about all the bigger implications of what those sacrifices mean, like Steve said, it gives us the ability to go out and build a business and a financial freedom that we wouldn't have if we lived anywhere else, I don't think.
Nope, I agree with that. And, you got to decide. I mean, look, we're in a great industry, a great business, and being a mortgage section of final expense. And, 2019, I believe, is already projected and on its way to be the biggest year in our industry. So this is, it's all about, what you're willing to do with the freedom that we've all been given. We live in a free country. You're able to build our own businesses. We're able to, take advantage of capitalism, if you want to choose that word. But, again, seek your own path. You don't have to work a job, unless you want to work a job, only for a means of necessity to support the family while you're pursuing something on a part-time or spare-time basis. And that's what many of you transition this business full-time by starting out that way. But again, the point is it gives you the opportunity. But you know what? Life's only going to give you what you're willing to accept. It's not going to be easy. That's one of the things that we in the recent promotion here ourselves, and we went back to work the next day. We didn't really feel any different, But I look back on the last several years in this business. With this particular IMO, which I believe is the best IMO out in our industry for sure. But I look back on it, on what we've gone through, what we've been willing to sacrifice. When others were there's no saying. Somebody asked the guy, how did you, when did you have time to achieve success? I did it while you were sleeping. Mm-hmm. And it's so true. I mean, we've given up a lot in the last couple of years, but our team slogan is "I will until, no matter what, do whatever it takes." And I often tell people we didn't have a deadline. We didn't put a date on any of it. Well, I will until, do whatever it takes until August.
Right.
We didn't know when it was. We knew that the activities that we were doing, Angela, each and every day would bring the results we were looking for, as long as we pressed down on things that mattered every day. And the day after the promotion, we went back into the exact same thing. Right. Nothing really has changed, right? And
I think that sometimes people, set a goal and then they, for whatever reason, don't hit the goal, and then they say, okay, well that didn't work, and then they completely change paths. I mean, there have been times where we didn't hit the goals that we were expecting to, or thought that we had worked hard enough to achieve, and it would have been super easy just to say, okay, we're done. We're going to go do something
Very
else.
easy.
But
go do what?
I know, go do what?
Go do what? Nothing out there is going to pay you like this industry pays you. It's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. I say it in my videos all the time, and I mean it. Where else are you going to go and be able to work, Angela, part-time, make $1,000 a week legally? And again, I use the word work lightly. I mean, we've worked before. We've worked in the yard. We've worked in the, we worked on the house. We're at the end of the day, we were dead tired.
Right.
What we do is we get our pants on, we button our shirts, we put a lanyard on, we go out and talk to families in their home. A lot of times we get fed, we get drinked, whatever. It's not really hard work. I mean, driving a car to and from is not hard work. Putting together a case strategy, come up with some rates, analyze their medical information, it's not hard work, and it's so very rewarding.
Yeah, it really is. And it's really rewarding when you do reach your goals. When you do the work to make it.
Yeah.
But you can't quit. You can't quit even if you don't hit your goal this week or this month or yesterday or tomorrow. You have to keep kind of resetting and, learn to shake it off. If everybody quit the first time that they didn't reach a goal or failed at something, nobody would ever accomplish anything.
Yeah.
And I think it's easy, kind of like what you said, it's easy to look at even the micro success that we've had and think, well, maybe they knew somebody, or maybe it was just easier for them, or they didn't have any financial struggles, or they didn't struggle with what we struggle, or they didn't have health struggles, or
you just
family.
Didn't see it.
You just didn't
Everybody
see it.
has a story, and everybody pays a price for success. All you see is the material possessions,
right.
The material things that come as a result of everything they did behind the scenes, the nights that night after night, month after month, year after year, that they did things that you didn't do. They did, successful people do things that unsuccessful people aren't willing to do, like, work when they'd rather play, like going out to the river when they'd rather, they like going out, they'd work rather than go out to the river. These things are they seemingly small sacrifices, and sometimes they're not small. I mean, there was many times where we want to take a trip to I don't know what that is, crossing the road, right?
Some sort of an animal thing.
Yeah. Maybe we should shut the doors. Anyway, I mean, that was my point. Is that we've looked back in the last 2 years, things really haven't changed. We've gone back to work because our dreams are bigger than the goal we just accomplished, and we don't know anything else. We love the business. It's not a chore to do what we do. Yes, once in a while we like to get away from it, but you've got to decide how bad you want freedom, how bad you want to be independent, and how much it's worth it to you to succeed in this business. I can tell you that, even the small amount of success that Angela and I have had, it's really, really nice. If you heard Angela's story, maybe somebody I can coerce her to tell you. But things haven't gone easy for us, Angela. I mean, I've gone through a couple of marriages, and we paid the price, and I'm sure, and we're willing to pay more.
Yeah.
Because being able to wake up every single day with money coming into your bank account, so that not every decision that you're making every single day, for going to take a trip like this, to go out and take your family out to dinner. I mean, we went to a restaurant the other night, and I remember this specifically. It was and it had two little Boy Scouts, and we were sitting in a restaurant, and one of the older son, was probably about 13 or 14, leaned over to Dad, and they were blue collar families. I mean, he was like an air conditioner mechanic or something. Very, very nice family. Anyway, he says, "Dad, how much is this going to cost?" And Dad says about, I think the bill was like $70. Mm-hmm. And the little boy says, "Wow, that's a lot of money, Dad." And Dad turned around and says, "Yeah, that's why we don't get to go out very often." But it's those kind of things right there that just really impacted us, so much so that we paid the bill for that family. And I don't say that to be braggadocious at all. I say it to be that we had the ability to do that.
Right.
It wasn't a big deal. $70, who cares? And and it was a real blessing to that family that now they could go out again because they had one for free. It was right. They got a twofer. Yeah, but it's those kind of things. You've got to decide, because that's what's going to make the difference. Is how much it's worth it to you to get to be in that position. If it's not worth much to you, you're not going to get it done. You've got to be willing to decide what you're willing to pay, and the bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the reward.
And you have to remember that one of the things that I think it was probably about 2 or 3 months ago that impacted me, and it kind of came to me one day, is we were working hard, and we really could have used a break, and there wasn't time for one. There wasn't really, we just weren't in a position where we could stop what we were doing to just take a Saturday off. And I remember thinking, okay, it's not a big deal. There's no point in getting really frustrated because you have to miss a baseball game or a birthday or a barbecue or a Memorial Day sitting around doing nothing, because it doesn't last forever. The struggle, the strain, the pain sometimes of having to make some sacrifices doesn't last forever unless you make it last forever by not being willing to make those sacrifices at any one given time. So the struggle of finances is always going to be with you if you're not willing to sacrifice like a couple of Saturdays. That sacrifice will not last forever. The sacrifice of being able to do the things that you want to do, to see that particular family that we saw and think, gosh, it would be really cool to pick up their check and be able to, those are the rewards. But you have to be willing to it won't last forever, right? I mean,
no, but
doesn't.
I mean, again, if someone told you, look, you can make $200,000 a year passive income. Now, mind you, you get paid very, very well up front. We're building a residual value that the more you do, the more your residual value bank account, your savings account, so to speak, builds up over time, so that when you can't work, don't want to work, got a sick family, whatever it is, you got money coming in. But then you get the passive aspect too. If you want to build your own agency, that income stream never stops. So again, if someone were to ask you, and I love this analogy, if someone were to ask you, if I asked you, look, if you give me 3 years of sacrificing everything, no vacations, you can do Christmas, and we all do, but you got to be focused 7 days a week on business to get to the point in 3 years of having $250,000 a year passive income for the rest of your life. Would you exchange that? Would you pay that price?
Yes.
And that's the question you have to ask yourself, because I'm telling you now, $250,000 a year is not wealthy, but you can live pretty good at $25,000 a month passive. Yep. You might feel wealthy, and again, who can you help in the process, right? So are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
That's it. I'll leave you with this: until the pain of the same becomes greater than the pain of change, nothing is ever going to change. I could do 1,000 videos, and even Angela's got a new haircut here. We could change our hairdo. I can't change much about my hairdo, but anyways, we could do it. We could dance in the street until the cows come home, and until it's worth it to you,
right?
You gotta make a personal decision. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Yeah, that's right.
On that positive note.
And my new haircut, which I'm
and Angela's new haircut. Leave some comments below if you like a new haircut. I kind of like it myself. But I appreciate you guys being on the channel. Listen, we're going to take up a notch or two here on the YouTube channel in the next couple of weeks, and we're getting a new place to build even bigger studio. Even though we just recently made some changes, but we really want to give to all of you out there to succeed in this industry. So if you haven't already done so, you're brand new to the channel. Do all the things that YouTubers tell you to do. Hit the subscribe button, mash the bell, give a thumbs up, and
leave a comment about my hair.
Make a comment. All right?
Happy Memorial Day,
Bye-bye.
everybody.